Woza. We're back. This is Fans Beat by SoccerBeat. Interact with us on social media at SoccerBeatZA. Let them know why you love this show, why you want to be here. We're also on WhatsApp. Check out the number. Text us. Send us videos, voice notes, how much you love your club, who you want to talk to. Send questions to anybody in the team. Mike Morton. We've got Chisboy Mukwena. We've got now Mangoba Ngwenya. We've got Munib Josephs. I mean, we've got it all. Peter Dutoy. Anything you want to discuss, this is your platform. This is SoccerBeat. My name is Umjaka. I'm hanging out with Georgina Seshweni. Very famous surname. We'll find out if it really is. And of course, Conty from Amasandawana. Yo, Pirates versus Sundowns. It's hard for me to choose, ne? Because one team inflicted pain, the other one felt it. So, Georgina, yo! Explain yourself, my sister. Explain your feelings. You had an opportunity to rest, and now you've woken up. How do you feel?
So it's like the pain is now, I tried to sleep, but the pain is too much. The sleep was not coming. So I wake up with the same pain that I had yesterday. It's bad. So, but yeah, it's one of those, it happens, and yeah, proud of the boys, but yeah, it was a tough one for us. Thanks.
Hey, Conty, Yambona, she is very humble there in the way she expressed herself. You showed a lot of excitement when I mentioned the surname. Why did you get so excited, Conty?
Georgina, I'd like to say, fortunately, I was blessed to see your dad play football. Bazooka Nick Seshweni, what an incredible footballer, what an amazing midfielder, a captain of Orlando Pirates, the late Bazooka Seshweni. I mean, when I was also playing, growing up, played for Acadia Shepherd and also Northern Transvaal, this guy, he motivated us, and he's one player that we look up to. And I just want to say big ups to you. Those who never had an opportunity to see such a legend, he was one guy that he would play box to box. He had energy all round. He scored goals outside the box. He was a man who played with his heart out, and he had a bold head. But what a player, what an incredible player. He was amazing in that Orlando Pirates black and white jersey. Yeah, that's where I want to start.
Aye, we heard you loud and clear. Now we'll receive any negative thing that you say, we'll receive with love now, because we know it's coming from a place of love. You're not destroying Georgina. Yesterday your team was in the mood. I was in the mood, Conty. Yes. I saw a masterclass that I last saw when Mangoba was in charge.
Yeah, yesterday, I think it was more of a game of consequence, and what Coach Cardoso tried to do yesterday, he managed the game well. I think Sundowns controlled the game beautifully. We were more efficient in terms of where we had the ball and where we could head Orlando Pirates. I think the big mistake that Orlando Pirates made yesterday, they wanted to play pound to pound with Mamelodi Sundowns. They should have tried to play more mid-block, low block. They played a very high line, and they tried to attack Sundowns, and we controlled the game in phases, in moments, and when we needed to start the build-up at the back, we did that. And you saw the new Suarez for Argentina, the centre-back, he played very well. And when Orlando Pirates in the spaces, especially on the side of Van Rooyen, he was pushing high up. Most of the goal came that side. So although the stats shows you that Orlando Pirates had more possession, like 60%, and we had only 40%, but it shows that we were more efficient when we controlled the ball, and Orlando Pirates had the ball in the spaces or in the field where they were not hitting us. But in the second half, we saw the tactics by Coach Ribeiro trying to go 3-4-3 and putting Hoto on the left side and Mofokeng coming inside. That's where they became more dangerous. And we saw our coach as well, being a tactician as well, countering them. We changed Ribeiro to a central position where he was more on the left. We put him more on the central, and then Reynas went a little bit more on the right. So that's where we were able to get our third goal. But overall, big ups to Orlando Pirates. They tried. But I just wanted to say as well, it was a good game of football. Two big teams, two great teams. They're both doing well at CAF. Orlando Pirates has never lost a game in CAF. They've beaten Al Ali. They've beaten CR Bolivia home and away. And then we saw that this Orlando Pirates team can go all the way, in fact, to the CAF final, because Orlando Pirates in cup games, don't underestimate them. So the coach Ribeiro yesterday, unfortunately, it was one of those games. That's why we had to be cautious, extremely cautious how we approach the game. So it's a big team, Orlando Pirates. Unfortunately, we had to show up.
Georgina, you know, from what he said, I really want to go to an ad break and come back and hear from you, because there were moments I was watching with the Talking Pirates crew, and they were pulling their hair because, you know, as much as there was possession, but it wasn't going anywhere, like Conty is saying. I want you to reimagine your feelings at that time. I want to understand what was going through your mind when that was happening. I'm going to go to an ad break and come back about that.
Hey, Taola. All right, here we go.
Ko Betway ba tshepela hore o tshwantse o betjhe ka tsela e nepahetseng. Ka nako e nngwe ho tlamehile hore o ikhule hanyane. Ka nako tse ding
O ska leka go busha tse di lahlegileng.
Nakusasa kuse olunye usuku.
Dlala ngokusemandleni wakho.
Ge o tlhoka thuso go gona.
hopola, bet responsibly.
Woza, back. This is Fans Beat by SoccerBeat Umjaka. You're hanging out with Conty and Sandawana, who's very happy, and of course Georgina Seshweni. A little bit of pain, but smiling still, which means she's encouraged. Hey, Georgina, there were moments, like Conty said, you know, Sundowns dominated. Every time they got the ball, they were efficient and got goals. You know, Pirates were trying to play, but it wasn't going anywhere. You know, it wasn't getting to the strike. Hey, you could pull your hair. I want you to imagine what was going through your mind when that was happening. You know, were you shouting? Were you know, what was going through your mind?
I think I was doing all this all day. Like, what's happening, guys? What's not clicking? So I think the issue there was our middle was a bit shaky. Like, there was no connection between our middle fielders, between Makaula, between Dlamini. So there was no connection. I'm not sure why they were not connecting. Is it because Mbatha was not there? You know how Makaula has been playing with Mbatha. They've been
yeah.
Though there's lots of complaint that he was losing the ball, but he was actually connecting more with Makaula, and they were going a bit forward, issuing balls to Mofokeng. Like, I didn't see him going forward a lot yesterday. The most time I would see him defending. So that was a bit frustrating. Then he was not getting the balls to actually go forward. And talking about our back line also, it was just dismantled. It was not connecting. It was just... the combos were not communicating. You know, it's like you know, we were just out of tune, if I may put it like that. From the back to the middle to the front, it was just not fine-tuned. It's like the guitar, our Spanish guitar needed a bit you know, it needed a bit tuning. So if it's not tuned, you know, the dancing can't be perfect also. And I can't argue with what Conte is saying. I actually agree. He's spot on in his analysis. So he's basically saying what I was seeing yesterday. So it was a bit tough, especially in the first half. We tried to come back in the second half, but like I'm saying, the combos were not really communicating. It was just a bit of a mess. Yeah.
The Spanish guitar was not fine-tuned. The combos were not communicating. Lots of words there. But the samba was really sambaing. Lucas Ribeiro. Yo, Conty, you must be super, super excited to have a player of the year candidate once again.
Yeah, talking about Lucas Ribeiro, I mean, there's a boy from Val I have to talk about. The boy from Val, the president of 2000, Mofokeng. I mean, we know that he's done incredibly well. He's been consistent this year. He scored 3 goals in CAF, but we have to be honest, guys. I mean, Ribeiro, he's on another level. I even think once we go to Club World Cup, he does well. He's not going to come back in our league unless Sundowns really tries to keep him. He's an incredible player. He's an amazing player. He's on another level. Even Coach Cardoso raised him highly. But also, I just want to say something about yesterday that I had quite a lot of supporters might have, from the opposition, might have complained about, that the pitch was not good and there were players who were falling off. Remember, Sundowns does not have full control of the of the stadium, but of Loftus. Loftus management is the one that's in control of the stadium. And a week ago, there was a gospel show. So unfortunately, the grass had to be cut low to have our game be played on that pitch. And remember, Sundowns, they tried to also invest on that pitch, and they've redone the pitch. But unfortunately, yesterday, the pitch was not as good as we've seen in other games. But anyway, two teams played in that in the same pitch. So we saw Orlando Pirates changing boots to put on the right boots. But I just want to say that, remember, Sundowns does not train at Loftus. They train at Lorkop. So there's no excuse. We could have beaten them 7. So we gave them a little bit of a hiding of 4. So well done, Masandawana. But also I want to say, Mamelodi Sundowns, we're not a big team. We are the best team. We are a global team, and we saw the unveiling of the Club World Cup this week. So this is the team that's making history in South African football. It's the second time Mamelodi Sundowns going to Club World Cup to represent South Africa. This is good, and we also want our neighbors, Pirates, to also do well in CAF. If they don't get to the final or win it, but they could accumulate points by winning other games, because in the next 3-4 years they could also easily qualify to go to Club World Cup. This will be good for South African football, and I wanna give our opponents all the clap for trying yesterday.
Yeah, as Georgina, this feels like, when you go into a nightclub for the first time, and you don't want to go alone because it's your first time. You want to go with someone who's experienced. It's like they need Pirates to come along. They need Pirates' reputation because he's begging you guys to join them. I'm going to come back from an ad break, and I want to hear from you, Georgina. Your ambitions now, Conty wants you guys to join them, but realistically, from what you saw yesterday, I want to understand where you are at now, because I'm sure you were dreaming of the treble. But it seems like it's over. But I want you to say it. So let's go to an ad break and come back.
Golden liquid pouring, gold splashing, gold swirling, waves of gold foaming, cut to reveal more gold. It's easy to make a beer that looks gold, but to make a beer that wins gold, that's a different story. Carling Black Label, Africa's most awarded beer.
They're laughing at me. It's first beat by SoccerBeat. They're laughing at me because, Georgina, I'm a neutral. I watched a team get demolished, and they are supposed to be challenging the team that demolished them. So, excuse me for feeling that way. But Georgina, really, there was treble talk, and obviously everybody also saw Pirates playing so much better this season. It was realistic to think about winning the Nedbank Cup League and CAF Champions League. And it's the right time. 30 years since 95, it would have been perfect, and maybe still can get CAF. But is treble still a reality now?
I'm a pessimist. Not a pessimist, sorry, I'm an optimist. And as much as we were hammered yesterday, I'm still hopeful that a miracle can happen, that we go all the way with pound to pound with Sundowns. Even though yesterday we did not do so good, and mainly is because of the injuries that we had with our key players, our key defender, our midfield, and those that are coming in from injuries, trying to replace, are still a bit unfit. But I'm thinking that the coach has seen our gaps, has seen our loopholes, and is definitely going to work on patching there and there. We were hoping that they would have made signings just to actually beef up the team so that we can actually go pound to pound. The qualities that we've talked about that Sundowns have. So if we want to meet them, we should also, go hard in terms of getting the signings. But then that's water under the bridge right now, because we don't have the signings. We have to work with what we currently have. And I believe that the coach has seen where our gaps are, where our challenges are, and he should be working on building on that. And it's a pain that it looks like our dreams are being shattered of getting the team. I'm an optimist, and I'm hopeful, and I'm praying that a miracle can happen. We can have some disturbances, but so far Sundowns looks ruthless, and they don't look like they want to give up this this league title anytime soon. So if we want to meet them, we must beef up. We must be, ready to tackle them. But we hope that other teams help us on this. Because, an elephant sometimes you must, eating bits by bits. You can't just make it fall all alone. So they must play their role as well.
This was the team that everybody said was closest to you, Conty. How do you feel now? Do you think, as Georgina has said, is there anyone that can help Pirates, in this situation now and dent your progress?
I believe a team like Polokwane City, Sekhukhune, Cape Town City, and TS Galaxy, Amazulu are coming to the party, and also Kaizer Chiefs. We're seeing Kaizer Chiefs after they bought the 3 players, we saw on Friday they started the game and they're playing quite nicely. So I think those are the teams that can, maybe draw with Sundowns or even beat Sundowns. So you cannot put the foot off the pedal. You need to every game. I think the most important game now for Sundowns is the next game we're playing on Tuesday, because after you've beaten Orlando Pirates, you might go into a situation where you find the players relaxed. The next game is the most important game, and we need to win that game. So I think we shouldn't put the foot off the pedal. And I just want to say to Masandawana, hala alaka buyelo, and please Masandawana, let's give Coach Cardoso a chance. If he doesn't get us the curve, I know we all want a second star. Let's give him the second season. He hasn't started the season with us. We know that we've changed the coaches twice, and Orlando Pirates has had their coaches for two seasons. This is their 3rd season. So if Orlando Pirates does well in camp, don't be surprised, because Coach Ribeiro is the camp specialist. So now let's also humble ourselves in terms of our win. Let's not, overhype this win. Let's stay humble. But I just want to say, let's stay on the focus. We haven't won the league yet. There's still more games to be played. It's halfway. So so that's what I wanted to say.
I think you guys have summed up yesterday's events and how you're going to progress into the next week now, because you have to go back to work, school, I'm sure you've let it all out now on this platform, and you can go face the people, the public now, and not Georgina, you can stop hiding. Thank you very much, Conty. Thank you, Georgina. I appreciate your time and joining me here on SoccerBeat. I can't wait to have you guys back for the next one when you guys face each other again. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
SoccerBeat, ouça!